AITA for saying not again and not being happy for my daughter's pregnancy. On phone. My daughter got pregnant the second year into college. It was not a good time. My husband and I stepped up so she could finish college. Which she did. She just graduated and just got a job. The problem is at the moment she cannot afford childcare or rent since her job kinda sucks. We were hoping she would be moving out by the end of the year. She told us today that she is pregnant again. When she told us, I said not again. She asked if I was happy for her and I told her no. That we will not look after another kid and we already wanted her to find her own place by the end of the year or next summer at the latest. She is pissed at us and we got into an argument. She thinks we are assholes. Maybe unpopular. But NTA. You helping with childcare is a privilege. Not a right, and you already did well by her with her first kid. It's selfish to keep having them if you rely on other people to pick up the slack and your responsibilities. NTA. Stop having kids before you're financially independent. Why should you foot the bill for her and her baby daddy's poor decisions? It's the baby daddy's grandparents' turn. NTA. You have every right to be unhappy given that thus far you have been a part-time caretaker and provide partial support to your daughter and grandchild. You didn't sign up to raise and support your grandkids. That is a job generally reserved for the parents of the child. NTA. Your daughter is being foolish and irresponsible and now she needs to face the consequences of her ill-thought-out actions. Time for the baby's dad to step up. NTA. Your opinion was asked and given. You have every right to tell the truth. She needs to face her own responsibilities. NTA. Because you are only trying to get her to take up her responsibilities as a mother and provider. However, because you enabled her behavior the last time, she thinks that going forward you will give in and do the same. Also question, are the two children for the same father? NTA. Is the girl familiar with birth control? NTA. Her irresponsibility is not your responsibility. She doesn't need two kids if she can't afford the one she has. I don't think it's wrong for you to be upset when she is using you as a babysitter and a free place to stay. You didn't sign up to raise your grandkids. NTA. You have already made her life so cozy that she feels that getting pregnant is a privilege she can afford. She needs to get child support. Take responsibility and move out to the real world. It is ridiculous to think that you need to take the responsibility. She did not get pregnant on her own, therefore there is a father out there somewhere. NTA. Where is the father? In all this? Tell her you will pay for a lawyer to obtain child support. NTA. Your daughter is my sister. When she got pregnant the first time, we bent over backward to help her. I became a single teen mom when she was 15. And she didn't learn from my mistakes. While I was still struggling when she got pregnant at 18, I still did everything I could to help her. As did my parents, who were not wealthy, and we all worked full-time. When she got pregnant with her second, we were not happy and shared that as we were all still supporting her. She called us names and was horrible to us until she called crying for help. Less than a year after that, there was baby number 3. She blamed us for her continued struggles and how we never helped enough or supported her in her desire to have kids. Even though I had previously moved out of my deceased grandmother's home that I lived in and rented a place so she could live for free to raise them, she let it fall in disrepair, and it was condemned. A year later, she was pregnant with number 4. There were complications, and she lost the child and had a hysterectomy. Even more sadly, our family was so relieved, happy we actually felt bad enough we got therapy because who thinks like that? If you don't stick to making her take responsibility, you'll be paying for her and her kids like my parents still are for my sister 9 years later. I refused to have sex for so long after I got pregnant on BC as a teen. It's not hard to prevent pregnancy when you know you aren't in a financial position to care for a family. She made this choice thinking you would step up with no consideration of her children's or your future. NTA. I got pregnant in college, too. And I could not afford or care for a baby. So I got an abortion. You're welcome, America. I do think it can be confusing for the teen moms whose pregnancies are celebrated by their families. They kept the baby. We're going to shower them with gifts and help and attention. And then the young mom gets used to being the young teen mom. So they get pregnant again. And are shocked that the reaction isn't overwhelming delight. Because family set them up the first time as special. So, I can understand her confusion. NTA. People getting pregnant and expecting other people to help raise their child, basically forcing parenting on them, is a boring ass exhausted storyline. Stop. NTA. Where is the fathers? NTA. You have done more than enough and she shouldn't make you feel guilty about anything. She's an adult. The baby has a father. Enjoy your life. You deserve it. Of course she thinks you are the AH. She got a nice home and parents, grandparents who look after her kid. And now you tell her she has to move out and look after her own kid. You are NTA. Your daughter needs to take responsibility. Get her out now before baby number 2 or start prepping for baby number 3. Some people never learn regardless of college education. NTA. Ask her to consider abortion. I'm guessing this partner isn't the first one's dad. Tell her to honestly reflect on how her life is going to be. Neither dads are involved in the upbringing and she can't just pass on the responsibility to you. NTA. She's fortunate that you're letting her live with you in the first place. NTA. Why can't she move in with the baby's father? She needs to find childcare and move out. It is time to grow up and practice birth control. Of course you're not happy for her. Things are going to get much harder for her.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.